So with all that, what got you into comedy?
I just honestly, I feel like my entire life, like my dad said that as a young age. I went up to him and I said, "What's that? Ha ha ha." I like that when I like how I feel when I go ha ha ha. And he's like, "That's laughing, Jenny. That's laughing." So
Really?
I think I think he was sad one day too. He told me another story. He was sad. And I think I put on his pants at like 2 or 3, so they're huge. And I'm like jumping on his bed, and I'm like, go like this, like be happy. So I don't know. My parents are very funny, silly. So it's just, I dated someone recently, like in the last 4 months, who's not funny and like super into like producing drama, like on screen and in life. And I got that contrast. So it's not really until I'm with people who aren't funny and into comedy that I realize I'm funny, because that's just how I live my life.
Yeah,
you know, just to laugh and enjoy.
Yeah. So how do you think comedy is for women? Because like I'm gonna be straight up. Like I don't know like what kind of comedy like kids like today. Like I don't know, because I know that there's a lot of Instagram comedians.
Yeah.
I don't think that they're that funny. I mean, right? Like there you go. Yeah, he's giving me the thumbs down.
Not funny.
Yeah, most of them, right?
Yeah.
So would you consider yourself like an Instagram comedian or?
Well, I have a comedy commercial coming out, and there's a few feature films coming out. So, like, by the time that this comes out in the end of the year, there's feature films, commercials, short films, like legit stuff that's off YouTube and Instagram, you know, done with like high-level production. But honestly, Instagram is for the people, and I want to get people laughing. So, I don't know. I would just say I like to just share laughter wherever I can.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
As we can see here your Instagram page right now. It's like,
oh my God.
So you have a lot of these.
Yeah, that's supposed to be funny, but I don't. The thing is, with my humor, I post a lot of things, and I kind of like people to not know: is she serious? Is she joking? Is she a really hot mess? And I love that. So I wish I quit my job.
And you do your own makeup too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did the makeup for my girlfriend last time in my music video. That was incredible.
Naturally.
She could do makeup too, so there you go. She does
Thank
everything.
you. I'll explain later. Scarface speech. To be what you want to be. You need people like me.
And you said this at
fucking
work?
Fingers. I wish I did, but it's a Scarface speech.
Yeah.
Basically, a movie wanted me to send the monologue, so I was like, "Shit, I'll do the Scarface speech. That's the only monologue I want to do."
Yeah.
So I thought, me as like a white
Try
girl,
to be a tough guy.
yeah, I wish I did quit this salon job like this.
You know, I enjoy that type of comedy because it's like I forget who does it, but, forget the name of the person who does it. Like they have this like kind of like the awkward, uncomfortable comedy. Like it makes you feel like awkward, but it's funny. So I have respect for that. You know, it's not like most Instagram models who have the same ass video.
I have nothing of my
as
ass.
the punchline.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And you know, you yourself, you are fit, so it's not like you don't have what's going on. But so yeah, like I think it's cool. It's a unique type of comedy.
Girls on Instagram are relying on, oh look, I'll show my boobs and laugh at my fake boyfriend, and then haha, and that's a joke. Like that's a format.
I've seen a lot. I myself have fell into that hole, and I've
not too much
done that kind of comedy before, but I did it in a way where it's not too much.
You didn't overkill it.
All right, you want to see?
Yeah.
And you could like give me a little feedback since you're the female
I'm
comedian.
honest.
Okay. Oh, by the way, this is
beautiful.
That's my girlfriend right here, and that's the makeup you did to her. So
I mean, she's
cool.
23 and she has a perfect face. She doesn't need anything. But we enhanced.
Yeah,
we enhanced the beauty.
You did a great job.
And then we took the most unflattering shot that I could find.
She's probably like, what?
I asked her if I could post it. Like I always ask.
Yeah,
and
that's
she said
good.
yes. So that's a sign of confidence.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Thank you so much for that. All right, so let's jump to my. I don't know how does the search work on Instagram, because I'm so done with this stuff sometimes.
And you got it, no?
I need the okay. I have an idea. I posted it on my YouTube channel.
I love when you dress up like a woman. That's the best.
You know,
it's the best. You gotta just make a whole channel like that.
You know,
That's my favorite.
I wanted to do so many things with that character. Like you know, like dressing up as a girl and doing all these things. I used to do it before, but my dad used to get pissed at me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he's like, why do you always gotta dress up as a girl? Like, you can't be funny.
It's
but
funny.
yeah, it's like I have to now it's much harder because as you get older, it's like you become more self-conscious of it. So in my mind, I'm like, you know, it was really funny, like, and I do it well, you know, like when I play a woman, like I put all these different things into the woman, like some attributes for my mom, some attributes for my cousins, some girls I know. I go 100%. But for some reason now it's like I can't do it anymore. It's like
Feels too juvenile.
I think so. I feel like it's like
I feel like you want to put off like a sophisticated producer vibe, and not like I'm a silly clown.
I guess
Like,
I think that
you
could
want
be
to be
something.
taken seriously.
I think that could be it. I think that definitely could be it. But I don't like. It's like I don't mind it. I don't feel like I don't think it's shameful to be a woman. You know, there's no shame in that.
No.
Right. So
No,
it's like
it's great character, but yeah. I guess there's a few men. My dad's a manly man. He thought it was hilarious. He was giggling when I showed him some video, and you became a woman. I think it's like Arabs like white women video that we first did.
yeah.
And you became you're like your mom or something. You became like a woman, I think, at some point.
Yeah, I think I was probably playing a girl, like my girlfriend. There's this character I play. Her name's Soraya. She's my girlfriend. So
my
so
dad
that's
laughed
when
like 3 times at the same character, and it's like,
you know, it's like it is. My mom loves it too. You know, she's like it's funny, and if it's funny and if it's working, just keep doing it. But I just get kind of nervous sometimes. Like I don't know what it is. There's something in my mind that just clicked on, and it's not the same anymore like it used to be. It's like I'm always kind of self-conscious of dressing up like a woman.
It's interesting.
Especially, I don't know, maybe it's
what
the
do you
times
think
we're
that
living.
means? I'm psychoanalyzing you right now.
I don't know. What does it mean? What does it mean? Like, you got to tell me.
Maybe you secretly are a woman. This is the real Karim is actually a woman, and that's why you're so afraid to dress up like a woman, because people find out you really are a woman. No.
What?
No, I don't know. that's a crazy hypothesis. I don't really think that. I'm just thinking of a crazy situation like that you really are, and if you dress up like one, that's like super meta, you know.
You know, that's pretty freaking crazy.
Like
That's
Karim Jovian is really Callie Jovian.
Way too deep for me in the morning, but
it is almost 2:00, Karim. It's not the morning. Wake up, wake up. Hello.
Next time you move, you all dress as women.
Even me.
You got my back. So, I mean, that's interesting. Before I show you the video, let's talk about that. Because there is this stigma now behind someone who dresses as a woman for comedy. It's huge on the internet. Yeah.
What's the stigma? I'm not aware of this.
Well, it's like I don't know if you I love African American comedy and comedians, because I think like they're funny. They know, like they know what comedy is, and I like watching a lot of stand-up comedians who are like African American or black.
Right.
So in that community, like they shun like people who dressed up as a woman in a time of their career for comedy. So they went after Wesley Snipes. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah, I love Wesley.
Yeah, me too. He's amazing.
So that's why he went to jail?
My friend met him at Monaco. He was at an event in Paris. And then Kevin Hart, they're going after.
What?
So it's like they say these things
Eddie
like
Murphy,
Eddie Murphy,
Tyler Perry.
Yeah, there you go. Like,
but look, they're all doing all right.
Exactly.
So
but people are like, oh no, he had to dress up as a woman
to get famous,
and that's like the man telling him to do that. But the thing is like when it's like I don't see that. Sometimes I feel like comedians get to choose. Like they want to do that. That's like what they wanted to do, right?
I feel like if that was their only character, then it might be a problem.
Yeah.
But if you can do like 7 characters and one's a woman and the woman just happens to be extra hilarious, then like that's cool.
Yeah, and I see nothing wrong with it, but I think that kind of because I'm always watching those, it kind of like stuck in the back of my head.
That
like
makes sense.
I'm kind of worried people are going to say that I'm like kind of giving in or selling out by trying to dress up as a woman for comedy.
Wow. So what is it like if I dress as a man? Because I'm probably going to do more sketches of me dressed as a man. Is there a stigma against women dressing like men?
I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know.
Because you're more up on the social media scoop than I am. Yeah. I have my head into like makeup and nutrition and hair and nutrients.
So I might bring it back. I might bring it back and just get in that female clothing again.
Just DM him and message him and comment if you want him to dress up like a woman. Just comment, because I do. So we got a party one.
There is a video I do want to do though. You brought up like and I wanted you to help me with this. I
Right,
think I
right.
told you about this before, where I want to become a woman for
Right.
like
And go through New York City.
yeah for
I'm
a
down.
week. Like
I'm
I
up
just want
for
to be
it.
a woman for a week and see how it's like. I want to
For
dress.
a week.
Yeah, I want to dress up. I want to eat. I want to like use
Wow.
I just want to. It's crazy. It's a crazy idea.
A week
I
is
don't
a
think
commitment.
yeah, I don't think anybody's ever done it before. But I want to be a
No.
woman for a week and see how it works out.
I will totally work on that with you. I think
Yeah.
it's hilarious.
That would
yeah.
be crazy, right?
Yeah, it'll be really interesting. And
Because
I think you'd be a
it's
good
important.
woman too, because I've discussed this because we
Oh, yeah?
had this idea, and it's like you have the bone structure. You could, no, because some guys their faces fall and they just look like a hot mess, but you have the structure that we
Thank
can
you.
we could work with this.
Yeah, that should. Yeah. I gotta
Yeah, you
shave
should
this beard for
probably
sure.
Shave the
for
beard.
sure. Yeah,
and I just got
definitely.
new prosthetics and wax because I'm doing all these old people sketches. So
Mhm.
old people will be trending soon.
Okay. All
So,
right.
Yeah, we can make you an
so
old lady. But we should make you a sexy lady.
yeah, I think yeah,
The
it's-
kind that
it's
gets
good.
hit on.
I'm actually kind of scared. I feel like I'm gonna like people are gonna like I don't know what it is like. It's crazy. It is crazy to like when I'm dressing up as a woman for my comedy. It is crazy. I mean, just like kind of like because there was one time where I actually shaved and I
Right.
put on a wig and I was like very young at the time, but I looked very androgynous. So it's like,
Okay.
and I got comments like, "Wow, you're fucking hot!" Like, and
Ah.
it's like I was like, when I was getting
In
like
person?
no comments, and
Okay.
then my friend also told me to my face, and it really made me uncomfortable.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I
I
don't
got
know.
that as a guy. People were like, these girls were like, seriously, like, you're a hot guy.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
do
was
you
a
feel
hot guy.
do you feel good with that?
Yeah.
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 I don't know. For me, it's weird.
It's weird,
my-
but I
it's like, I
love
don't know.
weird.
I just
Yeah.
it's not that it's like I feel like it feels
Emasculating.
yes, you found the word.
You wanna be masculine. I think.
That's what it
I don't
is.
care about being seen. I actually like to be seen as masculine. I have a lot of
Uh-huh.
guy friends, and I've heard them be like, bro, or like my man. Like one of my
Yeah.
friends would always say this to me. I'd be like,
Mhm.
you know, I'm not a man, right? So I enjoy that,
Yeah,
but that's also a little weird.
that's exactly it. You put it right on the
Yeah,
nose.
I think you like to be masculine.
I am masculine. That's the
Right.
thing, It's like, but as an actor and as an entertainer, you have to explore these different avenues,
It's acting.
right?
And anyone with a brain is going to know it's acting. It's a character. So sit down if you have a problem with Karim dressing like a man.
Dressing like a woman, you mean?
A woman. Oh, the truth is, oh my God. I just told my mom always say things like that. She'll reverse things.
Jen.
No. The truth is, you really are a woman. I'm going to start spreading a rumor.
You know what?
Now
Fuck
we're
it.
going to be on that. What's that drama thing they do? Drama.
Fine, I should just identify as a woman, right?
Jen is spreading rumors that Karim is actually
So-
a woman.
Here's one of the comedy skits I did. These are like incredible comedians, by
I
the
like
way.
your hair like that. It's cool.
Thank you. This is Clarity, very popular comedian. He's done a lot of work with Kevin
Okay.
Hart, and then another Instagram model. Her name is
I've seen her.
Amy Jackson.
Okay.
Right. She's also very funny. So we did this little skit, and I honestly love it. All right.
Okay.
But it's like, obviously, you're gonna see like the butt of the joke is the butt and the
Okay.
boobs and all that stuff. But I still like it. I'm not really a fan of this type of comedy, but I thought it was funny.
Okay.
So
Let's see.
here we go.
I wonder if I've seen this.
Hey, you want me to get that?
Don't get up there, it's for me. Got it. Hey girl. Hey girl, you ready to go? Come on in, let me see what she's on. Okay.
Hold up. Hey, you're not going out like that.
No, look at this. Hey, chill.
Nah, she good. Don't go out like that. Let her stay in. She can come sit right here.
That was good.
You know, getting a little cold out there, so it's
Huh.
cover you up a little bit.
Aren't you a good boyfriend?
There you go.
Better.
Now you can go outside.
I actually agree. It's good to cover up.
Love you too, babe.
Okay, so I added a little of my
You don't do
culture.
like a million of those.
I didn't know. I didn't.
There are accounts that, like, only things like that.
I wanted to try it. It did pretty well. It's almost like reaching out 1 million views right now.
Yeah, that's something.
Which is it's pretty crazy. I mean, I thought I'd do something different, something new. Like taking that type of comedy,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
like the butt and boob joke comedy, but then
Yeah.
adding my own culture
Cover
to
up.
it and covering her up.
I like that. It was tasteful.
Yeah, you think it was good?
I think it was super tasteful. Yeah. And it was actually not promoting that women walk around and like twerk and I'm not for that. Like, I'm all for edgy stuff. I'm very edgy. I'm actually okay with people doing nude modeling, but like to walk around in public with like no clothes and just be like shaking your ass cheeks at people is just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I've lost 3 music video roles because I won't twerk on camera.
Yeah,
So,
I feel you.
There's
So,
a line, you know.
I mean,
There's a line.
and this is no disrespect to Amy Jackson or Clarity. Like,
No,
they're
she's super
incredible
respected in that.
comedians. I love their work, and they do a lot of different things. But I was like, let me try something different. So
She should.
we got together, and I was like, let me try this out and see how it works. And it did well, and I think that's the furthest I could take it, because there were moments where I'm like, you know what, I want to do more. Because this is
Right,
they're
it
so
works.
popular and stuff like that. But I don't know. How do you feel about that type of comedy where it's like always the butt and the girl's shaking her butt and
I
the
just
guy
think
goes
it's,
crazy because her butt and this and all that?
It's not intelligent enough for me. It's just too simple. So, if it's going to make people laugh, it just doesn't make me laugh. Like, what makes me laugh? Like, I'm a big fan of Andy Milonakis. My friend from high school, Matt Tarley, which was like, he was like Andy Milonakis, but real life, my friend. I like very obscure comedy, like old SCTV, Martin Short, just like stuff that you watch it and after while you're watching it. And I think a lot of people tell me that's their reaction to me. You're like, what did I just watch? Like, what is going on?
Yeah.
But you're smiling. You're like, what is this real? Like, did she really just put a monologue up like that? Like, that was a horrible monologue. So I'm going to be posting terrible monologues because you're just like, what did I just watch?
Yeah.
But you're having fun
Yeah.
and you're confused.
Yeah.
So that's my type of humor, and that doesn't really leave me feeling like,
That's awesome. I love Martin Short. He's
just
incredible.
absurd.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what is going on right now?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
mean, it's cool. It's cool to kind of get this like your point of view on this, because I kind of seen like how much it was like kind of growing on Instagram with all these girls doing this type of comedy. Like, to be honest, it was funny at first,
Yeah.
And I think maybe for the young kids, because it's new to them, they're like,
And
oh my
boobs
gosh.
are new to them.
Yeah, so it's like, oh my gosh, like it's boobs and ass.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, that's how YouTubers used to clickbait on their thumbnails,
Right.
and now it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work now?
No, because
Okay.
if you do have boobs on your thumbnail, it gets demonetized.
Really?
Or
Even if they're like covered?
no, if they're covered, no.
Oh, okay.
But if there's
Okay.
cleavage.
Oh,
then-
okay. Oh, wow.
So yeah, I
Interesting.
mean, I've tried and I've jumped into that, and I've I rode the wagon and
Yeah.
tried that comedy,
As you should.
and as it shows, they become very successful.
Yeah, but you're
And-
smarter.
Yeah.
You can create more intelligent and intellectual comedy, I think.
Yeah, this video actually went super viral overseas too, because they've never
Oh,
seen
wow.
anything like this before.
Really?
Yes. Having a girl that's very voluptuous like that.
Yeah, her
and then,
body, wow.
Yeah, and then dressing her up in hijab, which is a formal cultural
Right.
clothing in the Middle East. It went super viral all over the place. And I think
It's
that's the
clever.
only way I'll be able to do comedy like that if
Yeah,
I'm
if you're
able,
covering them up.
if I'm able to like have something
That's a
kind
shtick
of
that could work.
cultural,
Just
you know.
going to fashion shows and
Yeah.
going to like a nude art modeling class. Like, that's something I would do and be like,
That's
we
funny.
must cover you up. Like, what are you doing? And then like the whole class is like, excuse me, like we're in a college class right now.
Yeah.
We're trying to draw the woman. You're like, no, and you just cover them.
That is funny, but then people are going
That's
to take it the
funny.
wrong way because they're so sensitive today.
Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe, but
So-
everyone's gonna. What is it? You can't please everyone, but you can always piss somebody off.
That's very
So.
true. That's very true. And I'm not gonna lie. Look, see here, we have another one, like a butt in the thumbnail. I
miss these.
I was falling in the wrong direction. So
I don't think so. I think it's okay to. I think it's okay to sprinkle body parts.
there's nothing
in.
wrong with booty, right?
No,
Nothing wrong with booty.
No, we all have one.
right? Yeah.
No, it's
But-
just how you
Yeah.
maximize it and pimp it out.
Yeah. I really need to like I've always wanted to work on my comedy in that sense, because I don't really want to make the women feel like they're used in a way, and which is
Yeah.
not really good for like the furthest. Even if I have women in my music video, I'd have them like look classy.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, like
And-
ours, pretty
yeah.
classy.
Yeah, I don't have you twerking or anything. Although I do want to do a parody where I have a girl twerking, just for like I want to do a music video parody.
Right.
You tell me what you think about
Okay.
this. Where we're gonna have like it's gonna be like kind of serious, but
Okay.
the lyrics are gonna be horrible.
Okay.
And we're gonna have
help
like
with
girls twerking, but it's not gonna be like sexy girls. I'm probably
Right.
gonna have like grandmas twerking and stuff like that.
I could just look like a grandma. I just ordered
Hopefully-
$160 worth of grandma makeup and prosthetics. I'll be coming
Really?
grandma. Yeah, I'm working on some really funny old people stuff.
That would
I'm
be
gonna do an
that would
old
be
lady show with
lit.
my friend. Yeah,
Because, you know, those grandmas could throw down.
that actually would be funny if you get real grandmas, but also maybe girls like dressed as grandmas.
I'm thinking about getting real grandmas.
Yeah.
And I want them to blow their back.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I think it could be funny.
No,
like
it's-
parodies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could work. It depends on, just the scripting and location and all the jokes and punchlines.
Yeah. I've been like, it's so I'm gonna kind of pick your brain right now because I've been stuck in
Definitely.
this in my comedy realm because I have an audience that's very conservative and I have an audience that's also very wild.
Okay.
And it's always hard trying to please both.
Yeah, you're not going to please both.
Yeah,
You're
but
just not.
But I did. I managed to successfully please both with that one video that I just
Okay,
showed you, where
yeah.
it's like the wild guy's like, "Oh my god, that girl's so
Right.
hot," but then I covered it up. Okay, good.
Right,
At least there's a
right.
moral at the end for them, right?
Right.
Because I don't believe that. I believe a woman could dress and do whatever she wants and however she wants, right?
But not in my house.
So it's like I don't know. It's like I want you to tell me like I'm trying to find the right path to comedy. And if I'm having such a hard time, is that even a good thing? Because like I don't know what are the limits when it comes to having women in your videos for comedy? Because that's the whole thing I'm trying to get at. Like they're always
Right.
being used as sexual objects.
It's all about the context.
All the booty and
Because
the-
I'm going to be doing a lot of photo shoots with my friend Maheen and I and other
Yeah.
people, and there's going to be some very scantily clad men and women, and that's okay. Like my grandma's into art. She has pictures of women who are partially dressed all over her house. She's 94. So you can have people who are, the body can be a beautiful thing. It can be very classy. It's just how we frame it. But here's one idea for your comedy, right?
Okay.
So this is what I do, and I think a lot of other comics do this too. Basically, it's like you're not coming up with jokes, but you're just tracking your life. So you're living a funny life, and while living a funny life, all these crazy things happen, and I have a joke file of like 30 pages of things that really happen in real life or things that come to me, and then I write them down, and then they become the sketch, or it becomes. So I have like 30 pages from that. So it's just like while you're going through the day, you're like, wouldn't that be so funny if Karim actually was a woman and he was putting on this Karim Jovian persona, and you know what I mean? Like that's like a weird thought, and it's like, that could be a sketch.
Yeah.
And then I'll rate it like, okay, that's like a 5 on the funny, so low priority. Oh, this is a 9. We're doing that.
Yeah.
Like one came up here. One came out. My mom's big into dollhouses, and she makes all these things for a dollhouse. And I go, are you sometimes up? She says she worked on something for 20 hours, and I said, do you ever like forget to eat and stay up to like 4 in the morning working on your dollhouse? She's like, sometimes. So I go, So I came up with like an intervention skit where basically I'd be playing my mom, and basically I lose my house, my bills pile up. I don't take care of anything in my real house because I'm putting all my money into the dollhouse. So I was like, just don't spend all your money in your dollhouse that you like forget your real house, because it's not gonna happen. So that became a sketch.
That's
so
cool.
it's just like,
Yeah.
like things come up all day, and I feel like that's the best way to,
Yeah.
and you'll see what resonates, because that's what comes into your head all day.
Yeah, I do that many times. It's just like writing down like ideas that come to me, because I usually start forgetting now because there's like
You
life
have to
gets
write
in
it
the
down
way.
immediately.
Yeah, you have to write it down or else you
Like,
forget.
yeah, keep a file in your phone. Like
Yeah, I do.
Vlada, I'm sure things, have like a little bit of a language difference or things. So I'm sure you could be talking to her, and like she'll think you say one thing and you said something else. That could go down the joke file.
Yeah, there's a lot of ideas that we had that that we came across together. So it was kind of funny. And we come up with some ideas together, and there is actually some videos that we wanted to do that deal with that.
Okay.
Deal with the lost in translation type thing, and the fact that she's dating someone like me who's Arabian.
Right.
So like, what's the thing in there? I mean, I think we already did a sketch on that where
That
it's
could be
like
funny, like
she's
what she
looking at me.
expected.
Yeah, she's like looking at me, and then I look like a screaming bearded terrorist.
Right.
And she's like nervous because when that's like what she sees when she looks at me. And then I'm like, and then I get back to normal. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you looking at? Like, why are you looking at me like that?
Funny. Like you on like a white horse. Like,
So yeah. I'll show it to you.
maybe that's what she thinks of during like private moments. You never know.
Oh, I hope not.
Could you imagine? You're like
I
on
hope
top of
not.
her.
Imagine.
Sorry, I'm going really graphic. I was like, you're on top of her. You're
Who
like,
knows?
whoa! You're man on the
Maybe
white
she's
horse.
into that. Who knows?
We don't know. I don't
maybe
know.
she's into that. Like maybe she
you
wants
you
a
never
wild,
know.
a wild horse ride in
Never
Arabian.
know. Hey, you really. That's why that's what she thought you were.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip to
don't
that
have a
really
white
quick.
horse?
I'm gonna jump to it really quick. Where is it? Oh, where is it? So actually, somebody told me that one of the fans told me that it's not a good idea to wrap my thumbnails in red.
Because of
even though I thought it
superstition
makes
or
it pop
something?
out, but it's actually because look, if you notice here on the bottom, like YouTube lets you know if the video is being watched or not.
Oh, okay.
My videos usually have the full red line covering everything, so they think
Right.
they've watched it already. So like right here, it looks like you watched it already.
Oh,
And I just and my
right.
brain just I just blew up. I was like,
Wow.
oh my god, that's why nobody's
Maybe
watching my
do
videos.
green.
It means they've been
Maybe-
watching it.
What if you do like a green line around or yellow?
Yeah, I'm thinking of yellow or green.
Yeah, yellow. I think.
So this is
Yeah.
the skit I'm talking about here. So right now we talked about women, right?
Right.
And then I'm gonna ask you how it feels to be a woman in comedy, especially
Okay.
with like guys. Sometimes they get a little weird.
Okay.
And then we're gonna talk about how it is for like Arabians like me, like the type of comedy and how far can we go. So here is an example of the Arabian comedy I did, where she's like looking at the text that people have sent her, telling her to watch out because I'm Arabian and I might be strict or whatever. And then all of a sudden she's like starting to believe it. All the text she's
Her
getting.
serious face is really serious.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
That's funny. That's funny.
Why are you looking at me?
I didn't see this one.
I'm fine.
I'm fine.
So weird.
I like that one.
And that's it. So what do you think
Where's
about
your
that?
horse? I love it. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, you don't think it's
Yeah.
too far?
No, but for me, I like to push through. I like to jump over the line and come back. So asking me if something's too far, where almost nothing offends me, you got to ask someone who gets offended a lot. It's
No, it's dude. It's like so
like
rare.
almost nothing
you're,
offends
you're
me.
like a
So,
gem. You're a gem. The fact that you
yeah.
don't get offended like that, because a lot of people get
No.
offended easily nowadays.
Well, I think it's just, I'm not going to call myself wise, but it's almost like, it's just one person. It's one person, and what is one person? The speck of the universe, speck of the world. It's one person's opinion. So even if a person has all these awards and Emmys and Grammys and whatever, I mean, one of my friends won an Emmy. Great. We work on things. I consulted him on his business. I didn't win an Emmy, but I'm just saying, we all have,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what your certifications are. There's always more to learn, and it's just one opinion. And there are really great people with horrible opinions, and then there's people that should be celebrated, and they're not celebrities with
Yeah.
awesome opinions.
Yeah.
It just doesn't matter. I don't care what anyone thinks. Basically,
It's
I care
awesome.
and I don't care.
No, it's awesome. It's awesome.
Yeah.
And I actually wanted to ask you this. This is a question that a lot of people usually ask, and it's very important. I think it's very prevalent. Like, is it hard for a woman in comedy?
I honestly, I feel like I'm in touch with what's going on in society because I pay attention. I have all different types of friends, from the 20s to the 90s. I have all types of people in my world from different religions. But I also am in my own little bubble. Like, I've kind of created my own little universe and world. And in my world, the people who matter really support me. And I get a lot of positive feedback. And I really haven't gotten... it's funny. The only people who've given me negative feedback as far as my jokes are guys I've dated in the last couple of years. I've somehow found these beautiful-ish guys that have no sense of humor. So intentionally, I'll like dress up like a man. Like one Valentine's Day in 2014, I dressed up like a man. I did all these videos, and I intentionally sent it to the guys that I knew had no sense of humor, would not want to see that. Because it's fun for me. Like, let's creep them out. Like, let's be super weird and really funny. But aside from these few guys, no, it's not hard for women in comedy. It's actually, it's awesome. I'll get, it's like a lot of women show their butts and their boobs and stuff to get in places. Like, people are like, oh, she's funny, she's fun, she's with me. So it's actually like a ticket into places.
Yeah.
Because you make people smile and feel good. They want to hang out with you all the time.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
So
That's
I'd
pretty
say
interesting.
it's a good thing. It would be really sad if I didn't have any sense of humor.
Oh yeah, I think we all
Yeah.
need a sense of humor. I think that's really important. But I always find it interesting, like, for me, it's like it's really hard to find women in comedy, like funny ones. It's really hard, and I'm gonna be
Yeah,
completely honest.
you're right.
It's
Yeah,
it's
they're
hard
rare.
because like I only could really name a few that I find hilarious.
Yeah.
And one of them is Monique. I think she's really funny.
Okay.
She's a
Haven't seen
boss.
anything in a while.
Yeah, she's a boss. And then who else? We got Ellen is pretty funny.
Yeah, she's
Uh,
family friendly, funny.
Yeah, it's just family friendly though.
I could see you like an Ellen type because you're like,
Yeah.
you're not going to push the edge too much.
Mhm.
So like that type of vibe, I feel like I
Yeah?
associate with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, those like, but there's not a lot, and I think
Not
that's
too many. There's more.
there's
Ali
there's
Wong is really funny. Have you seen Netflix?
yeah. I
Oh,
think
she's
yeah,
funny.
I've seen her.
And the
Yeah.
new Amy Schumer special is pretty ha 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 funny. She has a husband with Asperger's who literally doesn't understand things, and she makes fun of him, and it's gold.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So
it's
I
really
gotta check
funny.
that out.
Yeah.
I just feel like I think it's because they're not really being pushed much.
I wonder.
I think they're not being pushed much.
I feel like a lot of the emphasis for women is to look good and be beautiful and like find a husband and get married. And I didn't get up. I actually grew up being maybe supported the other direction. Like, maybe don't get married and have kids. Like, it's easier. So, I don't know. The way I'm growing up is probably opposite than a lot of women. So, what I want is different, and the way I view things is differently. But I don't know. Why are there less women in comedy? It's a very good question, which I've thought of myself, too.
Yeah.
I don't have the answer right now.
Yeah, I mean, so just keep doing your thing because you could be another one of those
Hey.
women in comedy, you know?
Yeah, and I'll be, not everyone's going to like my jokes, and that's okay.
No, that's fine. And
Yeah.
and I think it's important for someone like you to be in comedy too because you're not easily offended.
No.
And I feel like there's a lot of PC people out there who don't understand comedy and expect that comedy now is like you can't say anything. Like how can you be funny if you
Right.
can't offend someone?
I
That's the
know,
whole point
I
of being
know.
funny sometimes, you know?
Yeah, it's people are gonna get offended, and that's that. You can't worry too much. I feel like you have to. This is how I know if something's okay and I can do it. My dad's parents who died, I'm like, okay, would they be okay with this? My grandma, who's a very classy lady, my grandpa worked for the World Bank. They were like kind of fancy. Would she be okay with this? Can I talk to my parents about this? Can I talk to my close friends and my friends' kids about this? And is it from a place of love? Is it from a good-hearted place, or is it from a jealous, egotistical place? And I'll kind of run that by automatically. It's an automatic thing for me, and I'll know. And it's like, okay, we can talk about this. This is okay. So that's how I kind of draw the line, because it's a very fine line sometimes. Sometimes I really don't know if something's okay or not. I really,
Yeah, it's something that you have to figure out. I just find it really interesting because I've never really talked to any woman about because
Really?
you're like you're a funny comedian.
Thank you.
Who I know and like not a
More
lot
coming.
of and not a lot of females I know are doing comedy. Most of them just act.
Sad.
So it's like that's why it's just really interesting to know about it
Yeah.
from you. Yeah, because you
It's
get
my
like a
lifeblood. I just to be too serious, as I said, I was dating someone for a little while, and like he could be funny sometimes. He surprised me a few times, but he's really into drama. All he would write is like horror and drama and suspense and anger, and it's like, I don't know. I just like to be in the
Right.
mindset of ha ha. So whatever's gonna put me in the ha ha is what I do, and it feels great.
yeah, that's cool.
But it's a place,
Yeah. So I guess I'll give it a shot. I'll try maybe to bring back
I'll
one of
help
my
you.
female characters and see how that goes.
Yeah, you gotta do what feels comfortable for you.
To be honest with you, it's like everything I do makes me feel uncomfortable, and that's good. Like I feel like
yeah, me too.
you don't want to be too comfortable, you know?
Right.
So when you get comfortable, that's when you kind of slip, and you kind of
True.
you sleep on things. So
True. You gotta push yourself.
yeah, I want to try it out, but it has to be. I was thinking of bringing her back in like kind of a short film, like a
Okay.
short internet movie
Okay.
where it's gonna be something crazy. Like she and I think I might kill her off in the end.
What?
It's just the
She can always
end.
come back as a ghost if you really like her.
Yeah, I mean, right?
you
So
can
it's
always
gonna
do
be
anything.
kind of interesting. It's gonna be like because she plays like I'll probably bring her up so you can kind of get an idea. We're not gonna watch the whole thing because it's so cringy.
I'm just
I
like
cannot
really
stand
big into
myself as a woman.
character acting, so I'm
But-
into that.
It's like so basically.
I haven't seen this.
So basically, this is the character that she was really popular back in 2016. Like everybody loved her. And the show was called Habibti Soraya, which means my love Soraya.
I'm
Habibti means
excited.
my love in Arabic.
Okay.
And so this is like kind of an idea. Like so basically, I was filming with this German YouTuber. She plays Cinderella in the Disney music videos.
Okay.
So basically, we're hanging out talking about a video, and then she comes in and like tries to butt in and be annoying, right? And she's jealous of her, so I'm kind of embarrassed.
Did I see this? I don't think so. I like the girl's awkward look on her face.
So I head to the bathroom. She speaks Arabic only, but I translate for her.
You're dissing her.
basically telling her I have real hair from India.
tell you this one thing. Karim بتاعي أنا. أوكي؟ مفيش حد هياخده، مفيش حد يجوزه، ده جوزي حبيبي.
Me and Karim, there's nothing there. We're just friends. We're collabing on a YouTube video. Really believe me. So please calm down. You want some water?
No.
So the faces are good.
ماشي yes actually it's one of my yes.
Yeah, you do the expressions so well. That's why I like it. It's the
Yeah.
expressions on your face.
Thank you.
You don't think it's too like over the top?
I love over the top.
Yeah.
You know who you're talking to here? Like in the next year, you're going to see a lot of stuff because I've filmed at least like 6 different videos that haven't been out yet. And my stuff is over the top.
So then she knocks her out and hides her.
The crazier, the better.
Hides the body.
No, with a bag. That's funny.
Yeah, so
Like that's weird. I like that.
yes,
You're just
and I
like,
give
oh,
her
let's put
really-
a bag there.
yeah, and I give her really big boobs.
Yeah,
Like,
excessive.
so she has like a lot of characteristics that I got from the women in my life. Like,
Right.
I put a little bit of my mom in there, a little bit of my ex in there, a little bit of my
That's
cousins in
funny.
there, the female cousins, and then
So whose
you know,
hair was that?
that hair is actually just a wig I bought.
Oh, it's not like your
It's
ex's
not,
hair.
no.
No, I'm just kidding.
I just
I'm just like, who
Imagine.
inspired the hair? Because that's
my
interesting.
ex's hair, that's crazy.
Yeah, I
Imagine
mean,
that.
hey, maybe you had interesting taste, you know, before.
Oh god, that would be kind of scary.
It would be.
Yeah, so I'm bringing her. I'm thinking. I've been writing the script and it's pretty much finished now.
Okay.
Like, and I haven't done it because I'm kind of nervous. I wanted to talk about the
You're so
character with
funny.
someone. I finally did.
Yeah, I'll
So,
totally help you with that.
Yeah, she's gonna come back. I'm gonna get kidnapped basically, and then she's gonna come and save
Love
me. And
that.
she's gonna be like the female Rambo.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
she's
great.
gonna kick ass and get me back, and then at the end she's gonna die.
Okay.
So I have to
Wah,
kill
wah.
her off because I can't keep doing this character as I
So
get
you have
older.
to kill her? Does it not do the character? You can't
Yeah,
just like
so,
not do it?
Yeah, because you kind of make it like, you know, kind of like touching at the end, you know?
Okay.
So it's like, it's going to be really dramatic at the end too. Like she dies.
And that pushes girl power, so
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, she
'cause-
died for me and stuff. And so, and this way, you know, like to kind of give her a nice send off. Because I can't, I
Yeah.
could do a different character maybe in the future, but I can't keep doing her. I feel like she's
Alright.
like something that was nice in the time of,
I disagree.
You know?
I think you should keep doing her, but
Everybody tells me that.
yes,
Everybody tells
yes,
me.
just I don't
She's
know,
like-
just win
she's
Mr. Universe or do
so-
something really masculine, so your masculine is
Fake
like
her
so
death.
high.
That's smart.
Or
I could
fake her
probably
death.
fake her death and just like make people think she died. That's a good idea. Yeah.
And then
Yeah, we'll definitely have to cut this out, but it's gonna happen. Hey, you know what? If you're watching this podcast, then you
It'll
know
be funny.
you know the couple of secrets that we're gonna working on. So, yeah, and it's gonna make it really cool, nice quality, and you're definitely gonna have to help. You're probably gonna be
I'll love to.
the badass
I can do makeup or
chick with her and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean that's pretty much like how.
that's up my alley.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
my thing.
Cool.
Weird character acting. So I will
Awesome.
support you in anything like that.
Cool. That sounds
The
good.
weirder, the better.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, that's been something I've always been working on. So like the comedy when it comes to women and my culture, because that's like really what I excel at, you know.
Okay.
I've tried the boobs and the booty.
Right.
I've seen that it works. It's easy views, but then at the same time I felt like
Yeah.
it was just I'm not
Selling
really a
out.
fan of it.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
not really a fan of it.
No.
I feel like there's more of something that can be funny than a woman's ass and titties,
So much
you know?
more. Yeah.